what works in Champaign, Illinois, doesn't necessarily work in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And what works in St. Louis doesn't necessarily work in Chicago. What
Yeah.
works in
It's
Chicago
different
definitely
market.
Or
works
they
in
have
Orlando.
Nuance,
Or
right?
they have different tech,
Nuance
right?
there.
You could have
Yeah.
two Honda stores. One guy's using X time, the other guy's using My Karma, and you solve a problem with integration, but then one's different, right?
Right.
My point is like, at least at One Keel, our vision is build for that dealer, right? Build the solution custom to that store so that they own the AI, right? That it's their employee, their digital employees, so that they can customize it and tailor it to their business and their tools that they're using, right? The generic days of drop a piece of software off and, oh, we'll customize it for you. How many times have you heard, oh, Dave, that'll come out in version 2.6 and we hear your feature release and you're just like, dude, I'm never going to see this feature.
Yeah,
Few
it's
years,
it's that me and you
few
talked
years
about
I've been
this,
waiting
Dave.
for somebody to do that. They told me about their awesome AI tool that can handle everything with accounting to service to sales. And for 2 years, I've been waiting for them to do it. And I've been telling people at events, I'm like, oh, their beta's coming, their beta's coming. You got to get on with this. You got to try it. And most dealers, have this particular product, and I don't want to call them out on here, but I've been listening to their tech people tell me, oh man, Dave, it's going to be great. And they literally have had webinars. If you were one of their type of dealers that's telling you about this great AI that's coming. So, and all it says to me is like, well, at least I'm glad you didn't release it and it didn't work. Um, and we've kind of seen that, I think, with some other companies that came out pretty strong to the market and then they kind of fell on their face. But
Mhm.
when I'm talking to somebody that's refreshing to say, hey, we're going to do this backwards and we're going to do this different, we're going to customize it and build it for you. It's been, I haven't heard anybody tell me anything like that in over a decade that said, we're going to customize it and build something for your store that's a little bit different. And we're going to build it based on your needs.
Yeah, your
Uh,
need and your current setup, and only pay for the problem we're solving. Don't pay the 4,000. Maybe it only costs you $100, right, to solve a problem, and you have
right.
an AI agent that's specialized on one little thing only, and it's $100. That's
You're,
okay in the new world.
you're making me feel like Brian Benstock. I'm selling a lot of cars and I'm kicking ass and I'm doing it the right way. And therefore, you're willing to build me something special.
Right. The average mom and pop guy who sells 50 cars a month can have something custom for that's in this new AI world, right? Like when you
Right.
can begin with the end in mind, what's the outcome, right? That's how AI works. What's the outcome? And I think too often vendors get short-sighted on, I want to sell you a feature. I can get you more leads, Dave. That's the feature of the well, what's the outcome? Sure, dealer's going to say, I want to sell more cars, I need more leads. But to your point, when the AI digs in, that might not be the problem.